Who let the cats out? Man, mountain link. Who let the cats out?
The one, the only, the Man Mountain Link.
Well, damn. Uh, Welcome back, I guess. Glad to see you here. You showed up at an awkward time. The post lady just dropped off a second package. Well, let me start at the beginning. Uh, Back in June, I ordered 50 pounds of bismuth, right? And it went into the postal system and disappeared. Poof, gone. Like David Copperfield got a hold of it. Completely disappeared off the face of the earth. Filed help requests and they couldn't find it. Finally, they sent another package, right? People see where this is going. So the lost package shows up a day before the new package. Neither one of them within the time limit, right? They were shipped 2 day priority. This one took from uh, June 21st to July the 11th. That one was shipped July the 1st and took till July the 11th. That one. So, yeah, the postal system still kind of screwed up in places, especially with the big packages. They don't really seem to like these heavy ones very much. Uh, yeah, something else. While you're here, take a look at this. The one that was gone so long, this bad boy has the consistency of a marshmallow. And this right here, yeah, that's bismuth. It's leaking out of the package. And these people don't send powder, they send blocks. Broken in the fewest number of pieces possible to get in a box. And it's usually a box within a box. They don't do anything halfway, which is the reason it survived the journey. But it's definitely not intact. It sounds like a box of sea salt when you turn it around. So instead of doing this inside where I do it normally, we're going to put it in that big green tub and cut it open and try to save as much as possible. We got our little cat food containers to put it in. So we're going to do that right now. And you'll see it when we get done. Or at least open, right? That is stupidly heavy. Where's the knife? What'd you do with the knife? Did you bring the knife? Well, look, I brought every single thing else, and you didn't bring the knife? Alright, let's go get a knife. We have successfully penetrated the outer layer, and we're going for the inner layer. That's what we got. Doesn't look too bad. See a little bit of crystal over in the corner, but all in all, it looks to be mostly contained. We're going to get the all this cardboard out of this container and get the bismuth in the container, hopefully. I mean, we won't be reusing the bag, obviously, but yeah, it's incredibly mostly intact. There wasn't a whole lot of breakage. The cardboard did its job, I guess. Let's get this plastic out of here. We're not bad at all, not bad at all. I was expecting it to be broke bigger than a jigsaw puzzle with 1,000 pieces. It's really just those few. Everything else is pretty much intact. Anybody that's never seen a whole bismuth ingot straight from the factory before, that's what they look like. There's the factory stamp for the bismuth. Of course, it was broken in half for shipping. But yeah, that's what they look like. That's an entire ingot, and here's another piece. Together they weigh 50 pounds. That's what bismuth crystals look like when they form naturally, when they're not being tortuously slow thermally. Yeah, I said that all wrong. Anyway, when they're not being slowly cooled, when they cool like at room temperature, this is what they look like. And this is why it's so brittle and you can break it with a regular old hammer. But I brought these and this and that, thinking that these are already pretty well on their way to being smashed, right? And I was just going to finish the job and put them in these containers. But since they're not, we can just store them like this till needed, because I already have 2 of these containers full from the 25 pounds that I ordered on the emergency that actually came in the 2 days that they were supposed to. The 50 pounders, they took a while, but the 25 pound came quick, and I had my bismuth when I needed it. But the lost packages, so now I really got more bismuth than I wanted, but hopefully it doesn't quit selling. Knock on bismuth. Let's get this other package in here and see if it's in as good a shape as this one. Well, we're looking virtually identical. Packaging did rupture right here and let a few more of the sprinkles out, but it appeared to be mostly one piece. Let's get the cardboard out of the way and see what we got. Well, again, we won't be reusing any of the packaging, but not too terribly bad. Everything appears to be mostly together. Here's a big random chunk. Anyway, let's get the plastic out of here and get it put up. Oh, it's warm out here. It's warm out here. Well, it wasn't too bad. That and another entire ingot. This one marked YO 22020. This one marked YT and some type of symbol. They look different, don't they? But I tell you, I bet you this one's just been sitting around longer. That's just a little bit more oxidization. But yeah, everything looks good. So we're set for bismuth for a while. Link to my eBay store is down in the description if you want to grab you up a piece. I appreciate you joining me out here in this Tennessee heat. And we'll see you next time. Man Mountain Link, over and out. Man Mountain Link has once again totally outdone himself.